Okay. We've got an eject. Just a simple, nice eject here. And if I wasn't going to take eject, I think I'd probably take Black Mage's Rod. Although, it's probably more correct to take, like, infantry. Renoa also in the conversation. I've just been on a Black Mage's Rod kick. Mill deck? I mean, the problem with this is that it doesn't actually mill the opponent out. It's not exactly a viable thing to do. Even with 2 copies of that land, you don't really mill the opponent out. Like, there's something to be said for if you had that land plus, like, Chocobo Kick, right? That's a combo. If my combo is I spend 12 mana and then get you down to, like, 5 cards, that's not a combo. No longer living my Selesnya life? I mean, I'm not happy to jump into it, pick one, pack one. Let me put it that way. Okay, and now we just take Combat Tutorial as a great follow-up. Storm, Fire Magic, both good too. Realm Sketching, less good than Combat Tutorial. Renoa into Garnet would have been an interesting start too. And now what? So, the nice thing about blue is that it's like just super flexible. Like I can pair it with green cards, infantry, cloud to some extent. Yeah, I mean, best card is just cloud, so we should probably just take that. I don't feel like it needs to be uber flexible or anything with this town greeter. Ooh, and a schemes. Yes, I will take a schemes here. So, if we end up blue-red, it's going to be good. If we end up 4-color graveyard stuff, also going to be good. I do think it's a good notch better than Quistis and any of the other cards in the pack. Yeah, one of the things, like, I said this doesn't pair super poorly with these blue cards, and it's true to some extent, but I do think, like, it's not as nice as, I mean, permanents, right? Like, that's my hesitation about it. Cloud of Darkness with 2 non-permanent cards is a little iffy. Well, okay. I mean, this is a good pack to take Water Crystal. Nothing else is that appealing. I like Lionheart a good amount. We're at that time in the format, right? We can see what's going on here. It could work out. Like, I would play that land if we wheeled it. I don't think we will because it's rare. Or at least, like, it's not guaranteed to wheel. It's not like some random common that nobody else wants. People will take it for the gems. Okay, now we take Stuck. Seeing the many of you, I mean, those who make draft content and podcasts have your clear preferences, which feels more subjective than objective. I mean, everybody, like, literally everybody drafting is going to have some objective or subjective preferences, right? I don't think I kind of think of myself as a pretty flexible drafter. But the preferences I might have, they're not going to bias me so far in the direction of, like, oh, I'm taking this, a bad card over a good card or anything. It's like little nudges here and there. I generally, my principles are generally take the strong cards, regardless of what color, regardless of what archetype. Okay, this pack's kind of not doing it for us. Magic Damper's not looking like anything special. I guess I take Warrior Sword as, like, a fine playable in a blue-red deck. Black Mage's Rod comes around, okay. Interesting. Did we wheel it? Aw, we didn't. Alright. We wheeled Renoa and Syncope. I mean, Syncope's just fine. And the rat goes in our Rod pile. Okay, I like red-black land. Leaves open to splashing schemes. Dream's dead. I mean, the dream isn't exactly dead. It's alive still if I don't pick up good ways to kill, right? Like, if we end up with just a bunch of card draw and removal, But also, like, don't end up with the wizards, because that's a pretty reliable way to kill. Maybe we play Crystal? Ooh, second syncopate wheels, too. Okay. Do Alex piles ever make sense? Yes, I do think so. I will admit, though, this is not one of them. My piles make no sense here. I just have cards. I guess they kind of make sense. It's blue cards. Like, blue cards. Blue card I probably won't play. Black card. Red card I would love to play. Cards I'm probably not going to play. I didn't consciously organize that way, but that's how they're organized. Yeah, I agree. Cloud is almost certainly not making this deck. I'll just take Zog in here. Fire Magic's interesting, but I don't know I'm red. I know I'm blue. Take a Pixie. Ooh, second Schemes, though. Second Schemes. Schemes is a card that kind of plays well with the second Schemes. But once again, I know I'm blue. Pixie's just good. For example, in Lords Unlimited, they prefer black, red, or black, white, going back to that preference conversation. Yeah, I find, not to, speak for Ben and Ethan without them being here, I find they tend to have more pointed preferences as the format goes on. Like, they kind of get into their niche, into their groove, and, like, they really get into decks they like to draft. Which has its advantages, of course, like, getting to know a deck super duper well and knowing, like, the niche variations of them. That there's something to be said for that. I feel like no one likes Schemes for the first few weeks, and now everyone's on it. Why? Because it doesn't look like a very good card, and until you play with it or hear other people talk about how good it is, you won't put it in your deck. That's, I think, the long and short of it. No one liked it because it looked bad. All right, now we just take a land. Not really a Shinra reinforcement deck. I guess we've got Schemes, but there's Travel the Overworld. That's actually kind of interesting here when I've got a little bit of card draw. I've got Combat Tutorial. That's kind of it, though. Yeah, you know what? I think I'm actually just going to take this Overworld. If I had one more card draw spell, I wouldn't. But, like, we've got a land we might play. You kind of really just need card draw in these blue decks. Hey, Herot Face Doctor coming in with that sub. Thank you. Ooh, could add a sick double Tira deck. Whatever that looks like. Alright, Mulboro is fine. Yeah, there's a lot we don't know until you play with the cards. That's the thing. I'm almost like, I don't know how I'd fit this into a piece of content. It would probably be a little too esoteric. But, like, I have some ideas of, like, thoughts on why it is very, very difficult / close to impossible to predict a format. Because I think that's a question I've gotten fairly often over the years. Like, why don't even the pros or the good players, like, why can't they tell what's going to happen going into set just by looking at the cards? It's because Magic is an incredibly complex game, and one archetype being good or one card being good or whatever, like, so many things can move the needle massively. Right, like one little tweak to a format changes it quite a bit. Actually, we saw that in practice in Baldur's Gate when they did the actual alchemy of it. I'll take another syncopate here, where they did like the what was it? They actually changed the format. I guess we had that in Streets of New Capenna too. After like what was it, a year or something? Was it after a year or was that just later that year? I don't know. They did it for Streets of New Capenna too, but in both the times that happened, we actually saw a pretty profound, like, oh, this color got way better because one or two cards changed. This pack is bad for us. I guess I take a Blitzball. Okay, yeah, I'm just gonna take the Dreams here. Kind of the same thing. Like, I at this point, probably I'm not gonna be blue-red base, and I'm probably not going to splash a second Schemes, if not the first. Or if even the first, I should say. Although I do think it's kind of close between, like, blue-red base splashing Intervention and the opposite, splashing Schemes. And whether we're planning to win with damage or win with Water Crystal is something that remains to be seen. Okay, Magic Damper's not terrible here. See that RNA didn't tempt you away from Finn? No. The more I play like older formats, and when I say older, I mean I think like at this point pre play booster era. The more I'm just like, this isn't actually that fun. Like I think the play booster era, personally, I know people have varying opinions on this, but I think the play booster era Magic, limited Magic sets have been really fun, really good. There's just like a little too much junk in older sets, which was like the big change, right, between play boosters and non-play boosters. No, I didn't play any Arena Directs this time around. All right, I will take a Pixie, although if I was going to commit to the Water Crystal plan, I would take Dreams. The problem with the Water Crystal plan is I don't actually just, like, I don't have a lot of removal. And you kind of need to have like a pile of removal for Water Crystal to be viable. Also a Sin there, but I don't expect to splash that, I don't think. Would require me to pick up quite a bit of fixing. And it cuts me off of base blue-red. Which we might be moving into. Like, red has not, or black has not seemed that open, and we just have the one black card. And Shantoto is pretty good. Love play boosters in that they have less junk. My only gripe is with pack collation. It's hard, basically impossible to figure out what's been taken. Yeah, I almost think that's like a feature, not a bug. I mean, not for super invested limited players, but for like the draft population as a whole. Because that's kind of like a barrier to entry kind of thing, where it's like, you hear about draft, it's like, oh, you got to, really read the pack, and like that's a lot to take in. Like opening a pack, figuring out the best card, another schemes. I'm gonna take counterspell here. Figure out the best card, and also taking in what the other cards in the pack are. That can be a lot. That can be pretty intimidating. You could also view this from the lens of like, well, newer players aren't gonna care about that so much, but if they hear about that being a factor, like that's very overwhelming. Like I think to invest in limited players, it's very easy to underrate just how complex limited is, how daunting it can be, how intimidating it can be. Go-Go? Yeah, I could have taken Go-Go there. I don't think it's better than what I took, but Go-Go is interesting. All right, take a Dreams. Okay, now, yeah, we might be water crystalling here. I don't know. It kind of depends on how many more threats we pick up. Currently, we've got four good ones, plus the swords. Sorry, I should just take a land here. What am I doing? I should also take another land here. With 3 Syncopates, Counterspell is replaceable. Well, I'm likely not going to play all 3 Syncopates. It's a big upgrade over the first, like, the second and the third Syncopate. Right, so I might play 1 Syncopate and 1 Counterspell. Nice. Yeah, Circle of Power good too, but let's just solidify red base here. Go-Go is pretty broken. I mean, Go-Go can do some very impressive things. I would not call the card broken, though. It's one of those cards that does impressive things in specific spots. And it's not like, oh man, it never does those things. It does it a reasonable number of times, or reasonable amount of the time. But, rather just take Counterspell. Wait, was that the pick with Counterspell? I don't even remember. I think it was. Alright, take a land. Locks in the splash nicely. Because now we can play a Swamp, happily. Is Blue-Red just the best? I mean, a good version of Blue-Red is probably the best deck in the format, yeah. But, like, is this deck going to beat every other deck because it has blue and red cards? No, I think this deck is, like, fairly medium. Walla Oompa coming with that raid. Thank you so much. New list, okay. Yeah, so we ended up like a playable-ish or so short. I think I am probably going to entertain the Water Crystal here. Yeah, Lionheart, I agree, not at its best, but it does draw us a card off Shantoto sometimes, and like triggers Sahagin. Okay, we're gonna probably play Damper. Yeah, I'm gonna play it because I think this deck needs more threats. That's if I had like even one more Sahagin, I wouldn't play it here. But I think it's fine to play. Cut a Syncopate. Don't need 2 swamps. All right, let's run it. This looks nice. I feel like so many of my games start with the opponent going turn 2 Black Mage's Rod these days. People catching on to the Black Wizard package being pretty strong. And also available. You know, it's one of the things that's a little bit less drafted than other things. Okay, Water Crystal. Yeah, I guess we just play Shantoto. I could combat tutorial here. I'd have to discard. Yeah, I'm just gonna play this. I mean, good chance he gets hit by a removal spell, but that means that they are affecting, or you know, that they get rid of a threat rather than add a threat to the board of their own. I think I block here. Like, Vane's Treachery gets me. Interesting. Sin? Is that what this means? Yeah, exactly. Water Crystal looking phenomenal here, chat. All right, so I guess I should anticipate needing to answer a threat. Let's just try to find some interaction here. I mean, that kind of sort of counts. They could just be on a nonsense pile. This is true. Yoink. So you pay for 1? Oh, just a bounce spell. That's fine. All right, let's go. If they have Sin, I can still Syncopate, actually. If they just hit a land, right? Yeah, I think I go Shantoto, play a land. There's also a bunch of other 7-mana cards they could have. Also, maybe stops a double spell. Okay, there's a land. Yeah, Omega. Gotta find an answer for this Aramon, of course. Stuck. Alright, unfortunate. Yeah, that increases their clock by quite a bit. So I can Schemes back Magic Damper. I'll just play Sword. Alright, we're dead to a spell. Yeah, they're drawing a card here. Makes sense. Okay, not dead to that. I can still just find a removal spell. Kill Ahriman. We didn't do that. So I can dreams. I don't think I have an out at that point though. Yeah, I would have to be like removal plus blocker, which ain't gonna do it. Okay, GG. Not gonna keep that. We'll keep this. Bottom summon. Fairly likely that I can't block this anyway, so we get in for a free point. And then play Pixie. Zell. Okay. Kind of makes me just want to block here. I think that's okay. Then we can just like syncopate their next play. Grossahagen. Oh, nice. Good draw. I don't think I want the second syncopate. Schemes. Alright, play my tap land and attack. Bard's Bow is good enough to counter. Thunder Magic good too. Oops. Alright, yeah, so we'll just ride this Sahagin to victory and hope we don't draw our Water Crystal. Actually, Water Crystal triggers Sahagin. So great. Although, kind of a funny, weird interaction is that crystals and the blue-red stuff, they do not interact well together. Because my blue crystal makes my Dreams Laguna not trigger my Sahagin, you know? Alright, so we can just schemes back Thunder Magic. I think I'm just gonna go for the Dreams. Value. Oh, God. All right. It's a big flip in the game. What to do, what to do. So I can schemes back magic and not kill anything. Yeah, a little bit of an awkward spot now. This is probably just pass. Hold up. Stuck. Yeah, I could. That's true. I could scheme back Thunder and then just lock something down. Maybe that was a better play. T-Rex. Okay, that's fine. Land would be good here. Damper's okay too, actually. So he schemes back Thunder Magic. I think he just killed this frog. And now planning to Magic Damper proactively. Yeah, okay, well, I'm not going to do that anymore, but... Oh, they chose the wrong one to keep, too. Uh-oh. They chose to keep the Summoning Sick one. Ah. that works. That kills me. GG. Alright, alright. Not been doing that much winning today, I gotta say. Actually, it's been fine. A lot of 4-3s. Okay. Very functional. Very functional. 4-3s get degrees. Exactly. I'll tickle and... Don't need the 5th land right now, though. Squall. Okay, we'll just eject Squall here. Better do that than to counter it, because we get one card deeper. Maybe we can play a threat and then counter it next turn. Or just stuck it. That works too. Fenrir. Yeah, good enough to counter. Yeah, I'll keep Warrior Sword. It's fine. We want a threat. We'll take it. It's not the most exciting threat, but it works. Yeah, this Pixie has currently been 2 mana, deal the opponent 10 damage, and draw like 3 cards or something like that. Yeah, that's okay. We'll just stuck. Too low impact here. Don't want to stuck Squall. It still gives double strike to other creatures. I'm not concerned about what it gives to other creatures right now. It's kind of my logic, right? Like, they are not in a position to be pressuring me. I'm just looking to keep my counterspell for removal spells. I'm the one pressuring here. I need to protect my creatures rather than deal with anything else. I guess that is lethal, so we'll keep that. Ambrosia just chumping. Yeah, that's fine. Oh, sure. I guess they get to pick up Squall. Still fine, though. Alright, and that's lethal. They could have had Dark Ritual. This is true. I should have made them pay more. That would be really funny, actually. Actually, you know what, Sam? I disagree. I think it would be a net positive to me, myself and everybody watching if they got to Dark Ritual to counter my Syncopate. Actually, to be fair, Sam, you didn't say it would be a bad idea. You just said they could have Dark Ritual. Yeah, exactly. You passed no judgment. Yeah. That is very fair. That's very fair. Okay, I mean, we have a lot of cards that don't do that much, and we're on the draw. So this is a little bit awkward, but hopefully they're on a bit of a slower deck. I always get to Water Crystal them. Like, if they're on a slower deck, this hand looks great. If they go turn 1 infantry, we're probably dead. Torgal, I guess, a little awkward, but if they don't cast something we can Syncopate, we can just Dreams and then Syncopate next turn, probably. Yeah, Forest Saw's Chocobo would also put us pretty dead. Hopefully they just, like, slam a 4. We get to Syncopate. Oh, yeah, that's good enough. Especially because Syncopate gets worse after they've ramped. Oh, and that's also very nice. Okay. Now we're just doing okay. Now we're just cruising. All right, crystal time. Aw, Jill. Boo. I mean, it's not the end of the world, but, 'twas a good one. 'Twas a good one. 1 mana dreams. Ooh, baby. In general, do you think about holding stuck a bit longer versus blue because of bounce? Not in particular. I mean, it's like, it's definitely a factor, but like, if I have to kill a threat, I have to kill a threat. I mean, if you're thinking like, do I have another option? Could I cast some other removal spell? Yeah, that's a good tiebreaker. But generally, I'm just like, you know, if I see a threat, I will kill a threat. So I can mill them for 20 and then kill them here. Oh, okay. We might see the win, chat. We might see the crystal win. I'm just checking to see if it was sorcery speed only. It is not. Wait, why did this mill for way less than I expected? They'll would mill 1 or more cards. They mill that many +4. Oh, that many +4. It's not like for each instance. Ah, okay. It doesn't just kill them. In any case, we continue. Yeah, because our clock's still just faster. Wow, this card's worse than I thought. I already thought it was really bad. All right, all right. Yep. Okay, probably have to spend next turn actually doing something. That's not true. I mean, it is, but the something is killing them, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, they're dead. Okay. Wow, this card's bad. Now that we've won, can we take it out of our deck? Like, legitimate question here. Do I have a better chance of winning with just swords and pixies? Yes. I think so. We'll keep it, chat. I won't rain on your parade. I won't be a spoil sport here. We'll keep it in. Is it fun? I mean, I personally value winning as a fun thing, so... They have fire magic in hand. Or, no, probably, sorry. If it's red-white, it's more likely Coral Sword. Flash Bear? Can't be. It was a red mana stop that I said that in response to. Oh, could also be Lightning Bolt. Yeah, that's true. Lightning Bolt or Coral Sword? I guess we'll see now. If it's Lightning Bolt, they'll kill the Pixie. Alright. It's a different kind of lightning. Ooh, a little bit shy of Zach Fair doing anything here. Yeah, good enough. Moogle. Moogle's unfortunate. Means I can't attack this turn into the sword. Okay, so let's Dreams first. No reason not to, I don't think. No, thank you. That was pretty good. Yeah, that was pretty damn good. So now what I do is we attack. They go for the sword. They're tapped out of Zach. And we get to get them. No, thank you. Thanks, but no thanks. I mean, they could also not, right? They could also not block. That's totally reasonable. Because they just wait and say, okay, next time I have Zach up. I think that's most likely what happens here. Oh, it is actually Lightning Bolts. All right. Well, in that case, we killed the Moogle. I am shocked that they haven't killed my Pixie. Like, I would have thought, for sure, they killed Pixie a long time ago. Oh, what fortuitous draw. What a fortuitous draw. Okay, so I guess probably still better just to cast Travel. And then Lionheart next turn. Damper is interesting. Like, it's a narrow effect, but when I'm drawing a bunch of cards here, a narrow effect's not that bad, right? Like, the idea is when you're up a bunch of cards, you can afford a narrow effect. That might be quite good. We even get to keep it up this turn. If I wasn't drawing 4 cards here, like if this was just like Dreams of Laguna, I would have bought him this card. All right, well, drawing 3 lands makes it look worse, but you know. Okay, so we know we're attacking. Let's attack. I don't think I'm going to be Lionhearting, or I'm not going to be equipping Lionheart this turn. Stock works. It's totally fine. So, yeah, let's just go Lionheart Zach. They sack, put it on the Lance probably. I'll cast Laughing Mad this turn. Taps me out of Magic Damper, but I think that's okay. If they kill my Pixie, it's not a huge deal. Okay, so if I cast Laughing Mad here, I can equip plus hold up Damper. I think that's fine. I don't need to answer these creatures just yet. And eject is good. Okay. So yeah, we're still like racing reasonably well here. I don't want to pump the brakes too much. That's good. Do we want to surveil before draw? Yes, that was probably slightly better. You're right, because then I could have counterspell up. It's very likely I was going to be attacking that turn anyways. So yeah, same logic. We attack. Schemes in the grave. Schemes not currently amazing. So let's eject this now. No, I guess we wait till combat. We can eject and stuck and have counterspell up, right? Yes. Okay. Okay, so stuck you. Eject you. Game? Looks like. Cool. Tight one. All right, 3 wins. 3 wins, baby. 3 wins with the water crystal in my deck. Yeah, this Pixie. This Pixie's been doing a lot for us. It dealt a full 20 there, right? I think. Well, let's see. Let's see how I pull this one out. Let's see how I don't embarrass myself. Let's try to find some line. Alright, blue land is nice. Also like seeing planes when I have Thunder Magic. Water Crystal is better on the play. Yes, but probably not by a lot. Yeah, it is an easy keep. Yeah, I'm not mulliganing this hand. I was more just like marveling at the fact that I have Water Crystal in my deck still. Shows you how much I love y'all, chat. Shantoto. Sure. Land would be great. Just get to snipe this coral and draw a card. I won't bite here. Okay, we did not draw what I was hoping to draw. I do think I look for an island here, though. I would really like to hit a land. It's not an island, but I think it's good enough. Like, if we miss, it's just so bad. Foresight. Okay. Yeah, it's annoying. Alright, let's line of hearts coral. Gonna cast like Crystal's Chosen? No. Gratia. Okay, let's play Pixie and keep up Counterspell here. No, not quite water crystal time. I think jamming water crystal there is quite bad. Alright, let's equip. Oh! Do you get to get them somehow here? No. Eject is good enough. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Crystal just like laugh all you want, chat. I know it's bad. All right. Yeah. And then we stuck Graha. And then the crystal starts looking good. Oh, sorry. I should have let them equip. There's no need for me to do this. They probably will equip and I get some mana out of them. Maybe it won't matter, but all right, crystal time. They have an instant of some sort. Ice magic, sure. Play a 3-drop. Oh, so good. All right. Yeah. It's not the most important thing in the world to counter, but like they've got 1,000,000 mana and I've got spells to cast. So, like I can't keep up Syncopate forever, and it's not that like I will be able to keep syncopating things. And this also puts a 5th spell in the yard. Now, unfortunately for chat, my clock is very quick. So, I don't know how much water crystal action we're actually going to see. Just don't swing. I mean, not wrong. That would be a way to not kill them. Alright, I guess I could eject my summon. How do I feel about that? Not great, but also not terrible. Like, I can eject summon. This is actually kind of interesting. I attack. They probably crew the airship. I then magic damper, win the combat. Then you get to kill Gallicat or something else. It's probably very unnecessary. Because I can just do this. Now maybe they jump. Oh god. The Sahagin Nanbo. Exhibit J. That's why water crystal sucks. Okay, this should be fine enough. I attack, place a Hagen. I guess I can damper here. Sure. I almost moved this sword over, and that would have been a bad idea, because my token would die. Okay. Cool, cool. Yeah, be careful about that, chat. The post-combat moving of equipment can get ya. Hands off my pixie opponent. Don't you dare. Okay, they listened. Island was good, too. Yeah, I'll take a counterspell. Reinforcements. Okay. So we'll cycle here. Mill some. Alright, they milled a bunch of removal. Lionheart's not bad. Nope. Nope. Nuh-uh. It's great to have this card in my deck. It gives me a lot of enjoyment when I get to put it from the top of my deck into my graveyard. It feels good, you know? Shinra 2, okay. Maybe it's a clock. I will take a land here. Bash. Don't need another land, though. Last turn. Yeah, I'm milling all the removal. Black Mage's Rod. Okay. That one I can Lionheart. Although, am I going to just pitch Lionheart here? I think fairly likely. Okay, do have to deal with their stuff at some point here. Oh, I guess I should have played tap land. Because I can't, like, counterspell plus stuck plus damper. Okay, I'm going to stuck one of these reinforcements. Go to 10. Counter Fat Chocobo. Dry Dreams. Alright, let's fire off the dreams. No thanks. Again, no thanks, but I guess the deck will give it to me. I could have attacked here first, but I think it's better just to block now that I'm taking a bunch of damage. Like, you know, the other games, we were like, okay, we should attack first before we draw cards, but because I think if I miss on a card that's relevant, I'll want to trade with this rod. I didn't attack there first. Airship. Okay, that's all pretty good stuff. So now I attack, play the summon, keep up Syncopate. I guess I could also just play the sword, get a bit of a better clock. But I think with Syncopate on against black-green, when they're this amount of mana and having dreams in the yard, it's better just to chill. I cannot syncopate that. Want to kill the 2/3? Because the mage token is more threatening. I can block 2/3s. Oh, wow. Okay. I'm surprised about this, but I'll take it. Combat tutorial. Interesting. Probably not what I want. Eject is very much what I want, though. So we eject the toad. Oh, again, I probably should have attack first. Keep intervention. Hopefully they just play a toad here. Ooh, red. Interesting. I'm not going to counter this. Double red makes me think Choco Comet. Yeah, Pixie's just been, like, phenomenally good this entire run. It does so much, including put my water crystal in the bin. Alright, kill this. Keep up Syncopate. And then on a future turn, I'll be able to Schemes back Counterspell, and we should be in a good spot. Torgal's okay. Could be Nibelheim of Flame, yeah, that's fair. Oh, or it could just be Ancient Copper Dragon. that's something it could be. I could syncopate this, but like I could also just Schemes back Intervention. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. I'm not gonna be able to keep syncopate up for much at that point. So yeah, actually, sorry. What am I saying? I just do this and then buy back Counterspell. That's the better way to do this. 8 cards in the library, gotta be careful. Yeah, to some degree, but I think we'll be fine. I'm not worried about winning before I deck. I'll keep another sword. Yeah, exactly. Just syncopate, get back. Counterspell. Yeah, exactly. We've got 7 cards in the library, and Pixie can attack 7 times and kill them. Or kill them before we attack. Or in less than 7 attacks, I should say. So, yeah, we just do this. Cast the sword. Keep up Damper and Counterspell. And we good. Hey, Gar, how's it going? I also have a Sahagin and another Pixie and a Shantoto in my deck. So, all of our threats are hiding at the bottom. Yeah, it's a weird one. Not particularly strong. Kind of just a big dummy. Diamond Weapon. That's not an issue. I mean, it has reach. I care about that, but I can just Schemes back my removal spell. That one I do care about. Yeah, I mean, I could answer it with Damper. And then fight through just by, like, putting Sword on Pixie. Yeah, I'm a little hesitant about this one. Because their last cards could be something busted, but I think I gotta just counter it. Alright, opponent. you have a Busto card, you got it. I have 1 Thunder Magic in my deck. As an answer. Okay, T-Rex is good. I cannot kill them this turn. That was a lie. I can. I have lethal if I just do math. Okay, cool. Woo! Yeah, this is a keep. Tonberry, okay. Let's get our tap land down. And we'll just Thunder Magic here. Doing this on their upkeep. So if they have Vince's Limit Break, I don't get hit for... Or it doesn't come back on that turn. Just join Sephiroth's Intervention, the only black card. Yes, this is my only card. I'm splashing it. And we've got, I believe, 0 swamps. Sorry, 1 swamp. 1 swamp and a bunch of dual lands. They're tanking on this. Kinda feels like they got Vince's Limit Break. And they're like, oh, do I do it now or do I play my 2-drop? Or 3-drop, I guess. Okay. This is fine. Ooh, Pixie. Hello, Pixie. So, yeah, I'll just play Pixie. I want to hit my land, but could just hit that naturally. They thought about discarding that land before they did it, so that probably means they have a fairly land-light hand. Just anticipating, you know, how much action I need to deal with. Kind of actually just want to trade. I mean... Yeah, I'm taking a lot of damage off this, and then, like, if their hand is action-heavy, they appreciate the red mana they get from it next turn. In general, if I see Sephiroth's Intervention in my draft, should I just grab it regardless of color? I mean, not necessarily. Yeah, it is Limit Break. Not necessarily, right? Like, it is a good card to take early because it's a strong card and it is a splashable card. But you know, just like anything in Magic, there's no hard and fast yes or no's. You should always do X. You should never do Y. It is a card I will consider playing even if it is not my main colors. But I won't. I also won't always play it as a splash. I'm mostly playing it because I'm short on playables. No, I would play it in this deck, I think, regardless, Sam. I think I'd always play it in this deck, especially when I've got schemes. Like with the lands I have anyways. If I didn't have the number of fixing lands, maybe not. Impulse draw into more impulse draw. Okay. think we're gonna eject this. Counterspell's a good one. Because... yeah, they're like forced to cast this turn. And if their turn is just cast this plus cast this, then that's not a bad turn for me to see. Okay. It's gonna flip. It's gonna flip. Luckily I brought some interaction. How much is this to equip 3? Rod's pretty annoying. Alright, guess I attack. Stuck their Freya and counter something. I think even this Efreet is probably worth countering. Love to be able to hit my black source here. Unfortunately, quite a bit of my black sources, or quite a few of them are tapped, all but one. That's so bad. Alright, we're gonna combat tutorial. Yeah, like this. Oh, Damper's not so bad, though. Damper's actually a pretty good draw. Do we die if they just equip? Yeah, so we do have to damper to block. Okay, we're doing okay still. No thanks. That's a good one. Crystal's time to shine. We're definitely not casting Crystal now that we have Shantoto on the battlefield. That is a very bad combo. A non-bow, if you will. It does cantrip. That is true. It is true. Well, this is sort of interesting. So are they gonna equip here? Well, let's see what else they do. It's a non-bow because it makes my 4 mana spells cheaper. Right? Okay, they now have another blocker. Okay. Let's try to find that black source. Ooh, that was really good too. Schemes. Okay, yeah, I guess we're binning it, but it's good to see. Yeah, that was really good too. Okay. So now we... I guess we do this, and then they might just die. Right, if they don't jump block. feels highly likely that they jump block, but, you know, worth making the attack. All right. Think we're good. Thunder magic doesn't go to the face. So no, it would not have been lethal with schemes. Okay, yeah, Lunar Storm. Oh, I could kill both blockers. Sorry, yes, yes, yes. I didn't see that line. Absolutely. You are correct. Right you are, chat. Right you are. Alright. Alright, alright. Well, I mean, I can say, at very least, I can say we've gone to 6 wins with Water Crystal in our deck. I couldn't say that earlier today. What do you think, chat? I'll leave it to you. I'll leave it to you, chat. Should we, for the last game, keep the Water Crystal in? I feel like I know what people are going to say. The swap out would be like another Syncopate. Alright, not a single person is saying take it out. So, I can officially blame chat when we lose. Oh, one person said out. Oh, you know, okay, if one person said out. Jorzilla 1985. I've always respected your opinion the most, so. Oh my god, this hand is so bad. Yeah, I can't keep this hand. I cannot keep this hand, chat. This is better. By a little bit. Yeah, if that crystal was a Syncopate, snap keep. Gonna put back my travel here. Alright, good draw, good draw. No Shantoto. Don't play Shantoto. Alright, predictable. Okay, at least we get to exile this. Who knows, chat? Maybe they'll run out of 4 mana spells. Okay, so if I Laughing Mad pitch schemes here, no, it's still not good enough to play Esperama. I'm not planning to discard a land here. I'm planning to discard a spell. Lands are good in this hand. Still just discard now, I think. Okay, so now we Syncopate, take a million, then play Esper plus keep up Counterspell. That is also worth countering. Seems like they're gonna Leviathan or Syncopate back. Oh, no, okay. Alright, this still's fine. They put a counter on, but we go Dreams, kill Shantoto. It does mean I don't get to keep Counterspell up, which does suck. But, you know. Alright, alright. I'm gonna keep it here. I actually think it's kind of reasonable to keep it because if we win this game, it's probably not going to be... Like, they've drawn so many cards. We have so few threats in this deck. It's very likely a red-blue deck will just be able to chew through our threats. So I think the Water Crystal is actually necessary here. Yeah, they might just suplex the crystal. That's true. Would not be surprised. Brainstorm. Trying to hit a land? I mean, there's a chance in this game if they just Brainstorm locked themselves here. Okay, they didn't. Absolutely blocking. That is bad. That's also relatively bad. Yeah, and having not a ton of black mana, or blue mana, really hurting us here. Okay, so I guess I like Pixie and hold up Damper and Counterspell. Slash all the stuff in my grave. Memory's returning. I mean, I kind of care about this, kind of don't. They have, like, infinite cards already. I guess I care about this more because it gives them more Sahagin triggers, but they have one anyways, so it's not like it's doing that much. I actually think I just let this resolve. Okay. So yeah, they attack. I block, and then I find an answer for Sahagin, and then we're like, sort of, kind of at parity. Suplex. Alright. I do have to counter this. So we'll Damper. Oh god. Suplex! Really bad to see, though, because now they have this card. And they can flashback Suplex. So now my way to win the game is not so reliable. Okay, so we're like dead to 4-mana spell here. Not dead to these because they have to equip for it to be lethal. Guess we're just dreamsing and trying to find stuck right now is the play. Inject. I I could bank on them not having a 4-mana spell. I guess that's probably the best thing to do here, because, like, I'm pretty dead to a lot of things. At least this will be good if we survive the turn. They could also have a spell and just not see the line. That'd be great. Okay, what are they going to cast here? This means we're not just dead. Quistis copies, like, combat tutorial or something. I think I counter Quistis, just because that's more power and toughness on board. And then we can, like, eject the Sahagin in combat. We go to 2. They wouldn't have the mana to do that, right? They can't cast my schemes and equip and cast Questus? Unless I'm missing something? One, two, three, 1, 2, 3, 4. They'd have to have a land, right? Okay. Are we maybe doing it? Like, we're actually kind of maybe doing it, right? Because if we can just, like, get this off the board, find Sephiroth's intervention, we then have to answer, like, whatever threat they have. And we need cards in hand, yeah, obviously. But, like, we don't actually really even need cards in hand because it mills 4 naturally. Alright. Cast Crystal or cast Eject? I guess cast Crystal. And probably play... No, don't play a land because it's Laughing Mad. Although, I have a lot to do with my mana. So never mind, take it back. They have a pause? Doesn't matter too much, right? Oh, Emil's... I need 1 card in hand. Right, that's right, that's right. Gotcha, gotcha. Which is fine. Okay, Mountain Chocobo has been called. Bounce Sahagin. Oh, okay, okay. Sephiroth's intervention right now. This is a big one-time moment. Oh, never mind, never mind. Not good enough. I mean, it would keep us alive, maybe, but... Alright, yeah, I think that's gonna be it, then. We can Schemes back Eject. Eject the Sagin. Yeah, not enough mana. I mean, we'll go for something here. I don't think we have a line, but might as well play it out. Alright, alright. We fought hard, chat. We fought hard. Alright. I mean, we can't say we trophied with it, but, like, 6-3 is pretty good. This deck was nothing special and was extremely hampered by this water crystal, so, yeah. Alright, I'm gonna pack it up from here, chat. Thanks for hanging out, as always. And, yeah, we'll see you later.